versatility as well. Defensive end, defensive tackle, fits right in with what Rod Marinelli and the Cowboys do with their guys, what they prefer. Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're talking about who the Cowboys have met with. This is the second update I'm giving you guys. This is serious. Love that noise. Alright, so like I said, a lot of the free agency stuff is pretty much done here with the Cowboys. I think we were kind of in play possibly for Will Thomas, but that was not meant to be. Alright, so now we're full blast into the draft season again. We took a little break to cover the free agency frenzy. The frenzy's over. Alright, Cowboys are signing little one-year deals here and there. So we're back into NFL draft talk, and today I'm bringing you my second update on who the Cowboys have met with. I've been following the pro day circuit very closely, and now I have some more names that the Cowboys have met with. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, first name off here, Miles Boykin, wide receiver out of Notre Dame. He met with the Cowboys on an informal interview. So this was something in passing, a quick little hit there. So they met with him. All right. He does have a #1 Spark evaluation from 3 Sigma. So, you know, he had a really good combine. The numbers, you know, back that up. Okay. What do I think of Boykin? He's the possession wide receiver for Notre Dame. Whenever they were in 2-minute drills in any of these games, he was the go-to guy for the most part. He can take on the double teams. I think he's a good player. Where does he fall when you're comparing him to you know, EQ, St. Brown? I think they might get drafted in a similar area, 5th round or later, for those guys. As much as I like Boykin, I don't see them taking him that high, and 5 is not a bad look for him, but he could go higher, you know, depending on how a team has him evaluated. All right, another player the Cowboys have met with, Jazze Ferguson. This was another informal combine visit, wide receiver out of Northwestern. I haven't followed up on him, so I won't comment on him. Now looking at some draft projections, he's going anywhere from the 7th to an undrafted free agent on him. All right, another player here Cowboys met with at the pro day, Blaise Brown. All right, get familiar with this name, Blaise Brown, cornerback out of Troy. All right, now in recent drafts, Cowboys haven't dipped their toe in the small school market here in a couple years, but this might be a player that the Cowboys take a look at. All right, I did watch 2 games of him, and came away with pretty good impression with him. Also, as far as what I'm reading on the evaluations, what I saw and what I read, they do match. So that's a good thing there. I think he's an under the radar prospect. Like I said, he'll take on the #1 wide receiver, and he'll either shut them down or he'll limit the play of that player. So he limits the splash plays, is what I like to say on Blaise Brown. All right, so pro day, I have him anywhere from a 3rd to 4th round pick. Yeah, in that range, 3rd or 4th rounder. So looking at him, he would be a good pick here. I do not be surprised if the Cowboys take some more secondary players in here, because we do have some players coming up on contracts for next season. So it will not surprise me. And look at what the Cowboys are looking at. They are looking at a lot of cornerbacks. All right, go back and look at my other who we met with video, the last one. There's a whole list of, you know, cornerbacks and safeties the Cowboys are looking at. All right, the next player the Cowboys have met with, Evan Worthington, safety out of Colorado. They met him at the pro day. Cowboys like that Colorado program. They drafted Cheeto Woozy out of there, and they've had some players that have gone into the league that are starters. All right, so Colorado doing a good job putting defensive backs into the NFL. So keep an eye out on that guy there. #12 on the Spark. So pretty good athletic player there. Keep an eye on him. All right, another player the Cowboys met with, Greenlaw, linebacker out of Arkansas. I've only seen 1 game of him, and in that game, you know, he did okay for me. He's more of a later round guy in my opinion, and this would be one of your candidates that you're talking about if you get him late or undrafted, he would be one of those guys where don't be surprised if you hear them moving him to safety. All right, so Dre Greenlaw out of Arkansas. Keep an eye on that one. All right. Another one that they worked out with, Gerald Willis, defensive tackle out of Miami. All right, the Hurricanes. So I'm getting confirmation on whether or not this is a 30 visit. That is a rumor that he is a 30 visit. But there is a private workout in place for him. The main thing with Gerald Willis, the off-field and some of the on-field antics, is really what's going to drop him. He transferred from Florida after getting dismissed from that program, suspended in the season opener. They're with the Hurricanes as well, so off-field issues, but very violent player, I would say. In the 2 games I saw of him, I want to study up more on him, but you know, ranked him anywhere from the 2nd to 3rd round for Gerald Willis. Right now, it's really going to come down to, is he coachable? How would he work with Rod Marinelli and the defensive staff there? Do they feel comfortable with some of the off-field stuff? Are the Cowboys willing to roll the dice on another player who has these kind of weird, or not weird, but you know, some of these issues, you know, as far as aggressiveness or getting into trouble and that kind of thing? Do they have the patience to do that? I don't know, but we'll see. Another player the Cowboys met with, Justin Phillips, linebacker out of Oklahoma State. Pro day, they met with him at the pro day, and they did a private workout with him, so keep an eye out on that one there. Haven't seen games of him, so any Oklahoma State fans, please give your opinion here in the comments. What do you think of Justin Phillips, and how he can contribute to the Cowboys? All right, so guys out there, fans of that university, let me know in the comments. I would appreciate that one, and I'll review some more on him. Another linebacker the Cowboys met with, Jamal Davis, linebacker out of Akron. You know, they met him at the pro day and I did another workout with him, so keep an eye on this one. He's probably a late round player, 7th to undrafted guy, and you know, this is another area that the Cowboys are looking at, linebacker. All right, they're looking at a lot of linebackers, so probably looking at depth guys, weak side linebacker backup to give you some depth there behind Leighton Vander Esch. We know Sean Lee's not going to play forever. He is under contract, but you know, he gets hurt too. So they lost Damian Wilson. You still have some players here that you're developing. Covington, he's still here, and you still have Joe Thomas. But don't be surprised if they do draft another linebacker somewhere in this draft. All right. Terrell Hanks, another linebacker, New Mexico State. This player here has a private workout with the Cowboys out of New Mexico State. All right. For him, I have him rated anywhere from the 4th to 5th round. So keep an eye on that one. You know, these are some of the names that people have not heard of or familiar with, but the interest is very high with the Cowboys. So keep an eye on that one. And then another one here, a big one, Zach Allen, Boston College. They met with him at the Combine. 30-day visit coming up for him. The interest is very high on Zach Allen, and that's Z-A-C-H. All right. Zach Allen, Boston College guy. So a couple of games I've seen of him. You know, the interest is very high, so I took it upon myself to take a deep dive on him. He his best move is the bull rush. He's a bull rusher, in my opinion. He's not going to be your off the edge, bend, sack kind of player. He's going to come at you with power and that sort of thing. So bull rush, that's his game. He gets in the backfield. He has a lot of tackles for loss. Versatility as well. Defensive end, defensive tackle, fits right in with what Rod Marinelli and the Cowboys do with their guys, what they prefer. Number 2 on the spark. Okay, so for defensive linemen, that's very high. So they do, you know, with him, you may look at his 40-yard dash and say a 5, whatever, that's too slow. The thing about it is, if you look at his short distance explosiveness, they're right on par with Rashawn Gary. All right, so with some of these defensive linemen, you know, if you're looking at 5 up or whatever, you know, if it's a 6 or 7, I could understand, but a 5, that's not really that bad. All right, And the thing about it is the short distance. He's really fast off the snap. All right, so that's where he's always in the backfield, making plays, getting to the quarterback. So he has a lot of the traits the Cowboys like, you know, bring the pressure, and on the way to getting the sack, you know, you're making plays. So number 75 on Brugler's top 100 as well. So he's a prospect to really keep an eye on. The Cowboys are there. They met with him over an hour at the combine, so the interest is very high here. This could be this year's Van Der Esch. All right, Zach Allen, and then that's something that Brian Broaddus has said as well, and I feel like that as well. He could be one of these players that you're looking at and you're like, there's some things to his game I don't really like, but he does make plays. All right, so keep an eye on that one there. So Zach Allen. So these are the Cowboys. If you look here, so far we have 42 or so players the Cowboys have met with, you know, dating back all the way from the East-West Senior Bowl, Combine, and the Pro Day circuit, which is going on right now. All right, so if you missed that video, I will have a link here at the end of who the Cowboys have met with. But any fans of these universities, of these football players, let me know what you think of them in the comments. I really do appreciate that. It's always good to get another opinion from you guys. So if you like this content, hit the like button. Continue to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you for the next video. Thanks, guys. Peace.